Welcome to the channel, Coin Lovers. Today we're exploring the top 4 rare United States of America $quarter coins that collectors are always excited to find. These quarters come in many different conditions and feature various mint marks, and even the smallest detail can have a major impact on their value. From early scarce issues to unique minting errors and special varieties, these $quarter continue to shine as some of the most sought-after treasures in the numismatic world. Take a close look at your own collection. You might be holding a valuable coin without even realizing it. Let's get started. First up, a 1984 United States $quarter with a P mint mark, found in fully circulated condition. This coin represents the hard-working currency of the 1980s, carrying decades of history within its worn surfaces. The obverse of the coin displays the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States, designed by John Flanagan, and although the coin has circulated heavily, Washington's profile remains recognizable and strong. The wear around his cheek, hairline, and jaw shows just how many hands this coin has passed through during its lifetime. Across the top of the coin, the bold inscription Liberty still stands firm, even if softened by years of contact with pockets, cash drawers, and coin machines. Below Washington's chin, the national motto "In God We Trust" appears, though some of the letters may show fading or weakening due to circulation. On the right side of Washington's portrait, the mint mark P is stamped, indicating that this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. In 1984, Philadelphia minted millions of quarters, making this coin a common but historically significant piece within the Washington quarter series. The date, 1984, sits prominently at the bottom of the obverse, marking this coin as part of the later copper-nickel-clad era. Even though it has been heavily used, the date remains readable, keeping the identity of the coin clear for collectors who enjoy tracking coins by year and mint mark. This quarter is composed of a copper core and a nickel outer layer, a composition used since 1965, making it durable enough to withstand decades of use. The circulated condition shows just how tough these coins are, displaying scratches, dull spots, and rim wear from long service. Turning the coin over to the reverse side, we see the iconic eagle design, also by John Flanagan. Although the eagle's feathers may show softening and discoloration, the proud bird still spreads its wings across the coin, symbolizing American strength and freedom. Above the eagle, the phrase, United States of America, curves along the top rim, though the letters may appear thinner or slightly worn in places. Below that, the motto, E pluribus unum, still stands, even if the grooves are shallow due to circulation. The lower portion of the reverse, the denomination, $quarter, remains fully visible, anchoring the design. The clarity of the lettering can vary, but even in circulated condition, these essential words usually stay readable through decades of wear. Because this 1984 quarter has circulated for many years, its surfaces may appear dull, grayish, or uneven, showing the typical look of a coin that has lived a long life. These signs of wear add character and authenticity, connecting the coin to the everyday economy of the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Edges of the coin may show smoothing or light flattening, and the reeded edge might have areas where the lines are less sharp, again marking the coin's journey through normal use. These physical changes help collectors understand just how much a coin has been handled. Circulated condition coin like this may not have high monetary value, but it holds historical significance for collectors who appreciate coins that have played real roles in commerce. Each scratch, each worn patch, and each faded detail tells a small part of the story of American society during those years. This 1984 P quarter belonged to the pre-state quarter era, when all U.S. quarters shared the same eagle reverse design. For collectors, this makes it part of the classic series, representing a time before designs began changing every year. While circulated condition may reduce premium value, the coin is still interesting for people building full-year collections, mint mark sets, or studying the evolution of Washington quarter designs. Its worn appearance offers a real look at how coins age over time. This coin may have passed through countless transactions, buying fuel, groceries, snacks, arcade games, school lunches, or toll booth payments. The marks left behind by these moments become part of its identity and make it special in its own unique way. Circulated coins also help beginners enter the world of numismatics without needing to spend a lot on high-grade examples. A 1984 quarter like this provides an excellent educational piece for understanding wear patterns and long-term coin circulation. If you look closely, you may see small dark spots, patches of discoloration, or small dents, all of which are normal for a circulated quarter from this era. These imperfections help confirm that the coin is untouched and in its original, naturally aged state. The Philadelphia Mint produced large quantities of quarters in 1984, and this one managed to survive decades without being lost, damaged beyond recognition, or removed from circulation prematurely. That alone makes it an interesting survivor of its time. Collectors often enjoy studying circulated coins like this because they show the true life of currency. While shiny uncirculated coins look beautiful, circulated coins show real history, real use, and real stories behind their wear. The 1984 P quarter is also a reminder of the stability of American coin design, with a Washington portrait lasting decades with only minor adjustments until the introduction of the state quarter program in 1999. This makes older quarters historically important. Even in circulated condition, the coin still functions as a great educational tool for learning about mint marks, composition, and design elements of Washington quarters. It's a perfect example of a durable and long-lasting piece of American currency as collectors sort through coins. Quarters like this serve as excellent examples of mid-1980s minting standards. The coin's resilience over time shows the strength of U.S. coinage materials and production quality. This quarter may not be rare, but its worn appearance holds charm, history, and a sense of nostalgia for those who remember the era it comes from. Its circulated condition reminds us of the millions of everyday stories that coins silently take part in. Next up, the 1987 D Mint Mark United States Quarter Dollar, a circulated coin that remains a favorite for collectors who enjoy discovering value in everyday change. Today, we explore its history, features, condition, and why even circulated examples can be interesting for coin enthusiasts who study American numismatics. The 1987 quarter comes from a time when the United States Mint was producing billions of coins for circulation, yet each coin still carries its own tale through its design, wear, and purpose. Even though it is a modern coin, the appeal of studying its details has not faded for those who appreciate classic Washington quarters. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1987 D quarter bears the mint mark D just beside Washington's ponytail. This small marking identifies where the coin was created, and for collectors, mint marks always add another layer of interest when analyzing scarcity or production variations. The obverse side features the iconic bust of George Washington, a design that has represented American currency for decades. Even in circulated condition, the portrait still reflects the craftsmanship that went into this long-standing design tradition. The reverse side displays the majestic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath it. This design served the nation from 1932 to 1998, making it one of the longest-running reverse designs in quarter history and circulated condition. The 1987 D quarter may show light to heavy wear, including soft details on Washington's hair, reduced feather lines on the eagle, and faint surfaces around the edges. These signs of circulation do not reduce its historical charm but rather remind us of how long it has passed through the hands of Americans. Although this coin is not rare, collectors often keep circulated examples as part of full-date runs of Washington quarters. Maintaining a complete timeline of these coins requires gathering each year and mint mark, making the 1987 D an essential piece in any such collection. Vintage circulated coins like this one also offer educational value for new collectors who are learning how to evaluate wear, grade coins visually, and understand the differences between circulated and uncirculated pieces. One thing that makes circulated coins unique is that no two examples carry exactly the same marks or wear patterns. Every scratch, tone spot, or surface change contributes to its individuality, giving each coin its own small story. Even in circulated condition, the coin's metal composition remains important. The 1987 quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad combination, which was standard for U.S. quarters beginning in 1965. This composition ensures durability and resistance to corrosion. Collectors also pay attention to strike quality. While circulated examples often show weaker details, the sharpness of certain lines or elements can still help determine how well the coin was struck originally at the Denver Mint. The 1987 D quarter is also appreciated for being part of the pre-statehood era coins. Before the state quarter program began in 1999, generations of Americans used the eagle reverse, making these earlier designs nostalgic for many collectors. This coin often sparks curiosity because it belongs to the large Washington quarter family, yet represents the last decades before major redesigns and special commemorative issues became common. It is a simple, classic, and historically grounded piece. For collectors outside the United States, circulated coins like this 1987 D quarter are valuable because they represent American history and craftsmanship, even when the monetary value is modest. When evaluating circulated quarter dollars, enthusiasts often compare luster, detail, tone, and contact marks. A 1987 D quarter in average circulated grade typically shows grayish surfaces with smooth areas from years of handling. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins, but many have been lost, damaged, or melted over time, leaving circulated survivors still useful for educational collecting sets. Circulated example may also develop natural toning, giving it a unique look. Some pieces develop soft golden shades, while others show darker or lighter patches based on the environment they were stored in. Collectors who enjoy variety search often examine these coins for minor die cracks, chips, or alignment shifts. Even small minting quirks can make an ordinary circulated coin more intriguing. The 1987D quarter is also considered a budget-friendly coin for beginners. It allows new collectors to study design history and minting characteristics without spending a lot of money, making numismatics more accessible. When shown in videos or coin displays, circulated coins often demonstrate the real-life journey of currency. The worn edges, faded surfaces, and softened details all reflect the decades they spent in pockets, cash registers, and transactions. Even though the circulated 1987D quarter is common, its place in American coin heritage remains solid. It connects collectors to the traditional Washington quarter era that preceded modern designs. The charm of studying circulated coins comes from appreciating the blend of age, utility, and national symbolism. The 1987D quarter keeps that tradition alive as an accessible yet meaningful collectible. By showcasing coins like this, collectors help preserve the knowledge and interest surrounding U.S. currency history. This 1987D quarter serves as a reminder that even circulated coins can tell powerful stories. Whether you are a beginner or long-time collector, the 1987D mint mark circulated quarter is a piece worth examining. It highlights the simplicity, durability, and lasting identity of America's coinage system. Next up, the United States of America quarter dollar from 1982 with the D mint mark, a coin that carries history, character, and visual uniqueness due to its rare blackened condition. Many collectors have seen circulated coins, toned coins, and worn coins, but a naturally darkened or black-toned quarter adds another level of mystery and appeal. This 1982D quarter comes from the Denver Mint, one of the most active U.S. mints in circulation coin production. The D mint mark beneath Washington's portrait is the identifying feature that tells you exactly where this coin was produced. For many collectors, tracking mint marks is an important part of building full-date sets. The year 1982 holds special interest because it was a period when the United States Mint produced coins without mint sets for general circulation. This means lower quality strikes and more variations sometimes appear, making 1982 coins a favorite research subject among collectors. The obverse of the coin features the iconic bust of George Washington, a design that has become a cultural symbol of American coinage. Even when the coin is darkened or black in color, the outline of Washington remains visible, often creating a striking contrast that highlights the design in a unique way. On the reverse side, the majestic eagle sits proudly with wings spread wide, clutching arrows and surrounded by olive branches. This classic design served the United States for decades and represents strength, unity, and stability in American currency. The black condition of this coin is what makes it stand out. Over time, coins can develop dark surfaces due to oxidation, environmental exposure, heat, water contact, soil minerals, or long-term storage in poor conditions. These factors can change the appearance dramatically, giving the coin a deep, dark tone. Collectors often call this environmental toning or natural blackening, and while it may lower the technical grade, it increases visual interest for those who enjoy unique-looking circulated coins. Each blackened coin looks slightly different, making no two pieces identical. 1982D quarter in black condition may show smooth surfaces, heavy wear, or softened details, but these features only enhance its character. The combination of age, oxidation, and handling contributes to a rugged and almost antique-like appearance that some collectors appreciate. Because of the dark toning, small scratches or marks may be less visible compared to a bright silver surface. This effect can make the coin appear more unified in color and texture, giving it a bold, dramatic look. Coins from 1982 are also known for slight minting inconsistencies, so collectors often examine them closely for die cracks, die chips, or strike weakness. Even in blackened condition, these features can sometimes still be observed under good lighting. The Denver Mint produced millions of these quarters, but blackened examples survive mainly by accident. Their appearance depends entirely on the environments they pass through over the decades, creating natural artwork on the coin's surface. Many collectors enjoy adding such pieces to character collections, where the goal is not to look for perfect coins but to collect visually intriguing and unusual examples that stand out from standard circulation pieces. This 1982D quarter may also show unique textures on the surface where oxidation settled into tiny pores of the metal. These textures can give the coin a matte, rough, or smoky appearance that differs from regular circulated coins. The dark coloration may also highlight certain elements of the design more clearly, such as the outline of Washington's profile or the shape of the eagle's wings. This contrast creates dramatic imagery that looks striking when shown on camera in videos. Blackened coins often spark curiosity because viewers wonder whether the color comes from dirt, fire, chemicals, or natural aging. In many cases, these tones develop naturally without any tampering, making them a fascinating study in coin chemistry. Collectors sometimes prefer not to clean blackened coins because cleaning can damage the surface and reduce authenticity. Natural tone is considered more desirable than artificial shine, especially when the coin tells a story through its aging process. This 1982 quarter with a D mint mark also serves as an educational example of how environment affects metal. Exposure to moisture, soil, air, and temperature changes can transform ordinary metal into something with deep character and rich visual depth. Even though blackened coins are not considered rare, they offer more personality than typical circulated pieces. They stand out in a collection and draw attention when displayed or discussed in coin videos. The dark surface of the coin also gives it a vintage and rugged appearance, almost as if it has survived decades of hidden journeys through pockets, drawers, roadsides, and forgotten places. This history adds a sense of mystery. For new collectors, this coin shows that not all value lies in perfect coins. Sometimes the most interesting pieces are the ones with unusual colors, textures, and stories. The 1982 D quarter in black condition fits into that category beautifully. This coin also represents the long-running Washington quarter series before the state quarters changed everything in 1999. Its classic look and aging marks remind us of the earlier era of American coinage. Even if the coin has low monetary value, its educational and visual value makes it worth examining and showcasing. Coins like this help collectors appreciate the many paths a single piece of currency can take over 4 decades. By understanding and appreciating coins in unique conditions such as this blackened 1982 D quarter, collectors deepen their knowledge of how time interacts with metal. Each surface mark becomes part of the coin's identity. This quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It is a piece of history that shows the effects of decades of use, storage, handling, and environmental exposure. Its darkened appearance makes it one of a kind. With this 1982 D black condition quarter, we see how even common coins can become visually stunning through natural transformation. It remains a fascinating collectible for anyone who loves the stories hidden in everyday money. Next up, the United States of America quarter dollar from the year 1990 with the D mint mark, a coin that represents a classic era in American coinage. This coin comes from the Denver Mint and appears here in very fine condition, making it a great example for collectors who appreciate lightly circulated pieces. This 1990 D quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series, which began in 1932 and continued with the eagle reverse until 1998. Even after years in circulation, a very fine condition coin like this still retains strong design elements and noticeable detail. In the obverse, we find the familiar portrait of President George Washington. The very fine condition allows us to see clear outlines of the hair, facial features, and surrounding lettering, even though some light wear appears on the highest points. The D mint mark, placed to the right of Washington's ponytail, identifies the Denver Mint as the origin of this coin. This mint mark is important for collectors who form complete sets or track mint variations from each year. The reverse of the coin features the bold eagle design that many collectors cherish. The eagle stands proudly with wings spread wide, perched on bundles of arrows and framed by olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace and very fine condition. The eagle's wings still show important feather details, although some smoothing may be visible. This level of preservation indicates moderate circulation but not excessive wear. The edges of the coin, including its reeded border, remain noticeably defined. Circulated coins often show softer reeds, but a very fine example still displays clear, sharp edge lines that add to its attractiveness. The surfaces of the coin may show small marks and light abrasions from everyday use, but these do not overpower the overall design. Instead, they illustrate the coin's genuine history and journey through daily transactions. The lettering on both sides remains readable and well-formed. Words like "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and "United States of America" maintain a strong appearance, showing only minor weakening in high points. A very fine 1990 D quarter offers an excellent balance between age, detail, and affordability. It is visually pleasing while also accessible to collectors who enjoy circulated yet well-preserved coins. Coins from the early 1990s carry special nostalgic value for many collectors. They remind people of a time before digital payments, when coins like this played a major role in everyday commerce across the United States. The copper-nickel composition of the quarter has kept its durability over the decades. Even after circulating, the metal remains strong, showing no major corrosion, damage, or environmental wear. Collectors examining this coin closely may also look for small minting varieties and errors, such as doubling or die cracks. Even in very fine condition, these features can sometimes still be visible. This coin represents the final years of the original Washington quarter design before the state quarters program began in 1999. As time goes on, these pre-state designs become more historically appreciated. Very fine condition coins are enjoyable to study because they clearly show the original artwork while also displaying natural circulation patterns. This combination makes them ideal examples for grading practice. The 1990D quarter tells a story of decades of use, passing through countless hands and making its way through markets, shops, households, and everyday life. This adds historical charm to the piece. For new collectors, this coin is a perfect introduction to circulated coin grading. It shows what light to moderate wear looks like and how a coin can remain attractive despite having been used. This coin would look great in a collector's album, especially in a slot dedicated to circulated examples of the Washington Quarter series. Its condition offers strong visual appeal without needing to be flawless. The fine details that remain on the eagle's wings, tail feathers, and legs help showcase the quality of the original minting. Even with wear, the artistry is still clearly visible and appreciated. The subtle smoothing on Washington's portrait gives the coin a refined and aged appearance, showing its role in everyday use while still retaining its essential detail and structure. Pieces like this continue to gain appreciation over time as collectors look back on earlier decades of American coinage. The 1990D quarter stands as a reminder of a design that served for more than half a century. This coin in very fine condition represents strength, history, and durability, showcasing how well American coinage holds up over decades. Its preserved details make it a wonderful example for a circulated collection. As more collectors seek older pre-state quarters, coins like this gain recognition for their design and historical connection. The 1990D remains a popular year for those completing date and mint mark sets. With its appealing condition, preserved details, and Denver Mint origins, this 1990D quarter is a meaningful addition for any collector who values authenticity, history, and the charm of lightly circulated American coins.